All right, hockey fans, welcome back to South Lake Tahoe as we get ready for second period action between Cal and USC here on the PAC-8 broadcast. No score between the two teams through 20 minutes of play. Shots 12-9 in favor of the Cal Bears through that first period. Saw 4 penalties in that first period. USC is 0 for 1. They're currently on their second power play. Headed into this second period. For Cal, they're 0 for 2 so far tonight. It's been a pretty even game between these two teams. The spot in the championship game on the line for one of these two teams. Winner of this game will take on Utah in the PAC-8 championship. Loser will play Washington in the third place game tomorrow afternoon. Game at 10 o'clock is the third place game tomorrow. 1 o'clock will be the championship game. And hopefully end just enough in time for the Super Bowl for all the fans watching, either at home or around the world. We thank you guys for joining us for the broadcast, Cal and USC fans alike. Cal is still on the penalty to start this period. They have to put the clock back up. It's about 48 seconds, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. So we'll wait for the scorekeeper to put the time back up on the clock. That's the only penalty that carries over into our second period. The teams will switch ends, so Cal will move right to left in the blue uniforms. USC in the whites tonight. Move left to right in here in the second period. We're just waiting for the penalty to go up on the board. Teams are already at center ice. They may just, they'll just notify the coaches when he's allowed to go. So we'll keep an eye on the Cal box. It's under a minute, I know that. It's about probably 53 seconds around that time frame would be my guess. As we get ready to go for our second period. No, neither team has found the back of the net yet. Who's going to strike first? We'll find out here the rest of the way. Puck is dropped. We're underway here as USC won the opening draw. They bring it immediately into the Cal zone. As Cal able to clear it all the way down the ice. That'll kill the rest of the time. Will kill a majority of the time. They still have about 40 seconds to kill. There's 9:40 on the clock right now, but we all know that's not the correct time on the clock. As here come the Trojans. Here's David Beggar to the far side. He'll take a check over on that far side by Orcutt. Bouncing puck as another try from the Trojans was deflected to the corner. Trying to bring in center was Dana. He was tripped up. Team's battling down low. Cal were getting ready to come out of the box. With their penalty about to expire as the puck goes back down low. Cal time is now over. They're back to full strength. As the Trojans can't keep it in the zone, Cal now breaks it out. It's passed to the near side, trying to find Fu. Was off target. It's no icing. Pass attempt was a little short from USC. A good shot. It's saved from Blaustein. Trojans looking for the home run pass for Schwartz. It's behind him, and that's icing on USC. With 18:47 remaining here in the second period. Still no score between Cal and USC. Cal, the number 1 overall seed in the PAC-8 tournament this year. Benefited from the new computer rankings that the PAC-8 uses. Held the majority over Utah due to the amount of games that each of these two teams play. Cal with 14 games on the PAC-8 calendar for them this year. Utah had only 8. Tending to be in the determining factor between those two seeds in this year's tournament. USC was the number 1 team in the computer rankings until they ran into UCLA 3 times at the end of the year. Took a hit in the rankings, strength of schedule wise, with those 3 games that bumped them all the way to the 5th seed where they currently are. Cal has it in their own zone. Alex Pelletier goes to the near side. Picked up by Gearing, who brings it back to Pelletier over the far side. His pass off target. Back to USC in the neutral zone. D-to-D pass, near side. Foster just trying to poke it along. It was denied by Kelly. Sent back all the way down. Back behind the net. Foster up the far boards. Picked up by Cal. Still loose in the the USC zone. Still bouncing around. Finally picked up by Foster. He'll ice the puck. And it'll be an icing call with 17:47 left here in the second. I mentioned these two teams played each other a couple of times over the course of the season. They had a 4-game series between these two teams. Cal an 8-4 loss and a 7-6 shootout loss at USC in the early part of the season. They did get 2 home wins, a 7-2 and 7-5 win over USC at home. A good shot from the point. It might have been off of Foster, might have been off of Blaustein, but a good try from the Bears as the Trojans trying to get it out. They do. They ice the puck again. They'll race after, and this is icing once more with 17:28 left in the period. Again, it will come towards Jeremy Blaustein. Was the more tested goaltender of the two. The tender for USC had 12 shots in that first period, faced all 12 and stopped all 12. Kyle McAllister on the other side, 9 for 9 so far tonight. USC able to split the D and clear it out of the zone. Here to the near side, Morisako will send it all the way around. Giving it in down low, Leone. Near side now back to Morisako, top of the point. Pachuto with a shot that went wide. Back down low, Kawasaki. Getting a stick to it was Foster. He was checked off by Kawasaki. Near side now, team's battling for it. As McCabe will clear the zone, racing back after, it'll be Sherman. This one will be on net to McAllister, so no icing. Trojans keep it in the zone. Down low is Clayton. He lost it as it hopped over his stick. Sherman lays down a check. Still loose here on the near side. Picked up by Leone. Trying to chip it out of the zone. It's kept in by Graham Bell, but the Bears get a stick to it. Good stretch pass. Goes off the stick of Kawasaki and just went off of the stick to the corner. Blaustein made a play, and we're going to get a penalty on the Bears here for that hit. It's going to be a roughing call. And it's going to go on the Bears, so the USC will get their third power play. It's Nick Kawasaki heads to the box. So USC 0 for 2 on the power play so far. We'll get a third crack at it. Cal is 0 for 2 tonight. We still haven't seen a goal so far. 16:27 in the second period. Penalties to number 19, Nick Kawasaki. It's 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 3:33 of the second period. So face off in the Cal zone. Cal wins the draw, but they can't clear it out of the zone. It's kept in. Hubner down low. Quick pass ahead, trying to find Baggert. It's cut off by the Bears. Steve Bagley now 2-on-2 the other way. Has a man breaking towards the front of the net. As he holds, he'll shoot, and it went wide. And Leone springing hard towards the back post on that play. As Cal now has it. Jeffrey Leong back in his own zone. He'll send it off the boards and head and clear it down the ice. No icing with 1:28 left. USC will try the breakout once more. Back to get it is Beggert. Beggert dodges a stick check. He has speed. He'll bring it in the offensive zone. Dodges a check. Walking in, floats one, it's loose in front. Up to the top of the point is a shot from DeRoser is blocking. It springs USC. One-on-one the other way. Leong has a man breaking towards the front. He'll find him, but the pass too high as he had John Fu on the back door. The pass was too high. Another turnover as 2 Trojans were behind the play. Now here comes Jack Dana. Dana with a shot that went just wide. As Dana had a couple goals against Washington State last night. As it goes down low, Newman has it sent in front. Beggert had his stick tied up, still loose on the doorstep and picked up by Cal, who clears. 35 seconds remaining in the power play for USC. Just over 5 minutes gone here in the second period. Still no score separating these two teams. Sent all the way in, going after it was Pelletier. He'll send up the far side. Schwartz got a stick on it, but couldn't hold on to it. Pass near side ahead. Morisako can't get a stick to it in time. It's cleared by the Trojans as they look for those stretch pass. Met at the red line by the Bears. Sent all the way in. Morisako chases after it. Final 5. He'll take a good check, and it's going to be another penalty as the Trojan goes down hard on that play. We still have a delayed call. Blaustein to the box. Finally, we get the call. As that was a dangerous hit behind the play. The Trojans still down. It's 14. That's Phil Foster behind the play. As Bryce Morisako will head to the box as the last penalty expired. Trainers will come out and look at the injured defender for USC. Scary moment here. So the coaches and trainers will look at Foster down there. It is a penalty on Cal. We'll see what the severity of the penalty is, whether or not Morisako's night's going to be done or not. Most of those kind of boarding calls, you'll see a 5 in a game get tossed out. Referees chat it out. As he gets up, Foster back up on his own 2 feet. He gets back up on his own power. Looks like he's holding his shoulder. Able to escape back to the bench on his own. So the referees will determine how much time is going to be put on the penalty here. Now the referees will chat with the captains for each squad and figure out the explanations for that last hit. As nothing's on the board, there's 0 seconds on the penalty that's on the board. We wait for the penalty to get put up. It is a 5-minute major for the boarding call of Morisako, so the Trojans will have an extended power play here. It's a major penalty. It's number 20, Bryce Morisako, 2 minutes. It's a 5-minute major for boarding. As the Trojans can open the game up here, as they'll have this 5-minute power play to work with. Top of the point, Hubner had to play it near side. Newman, a shot. It's trapped by McAllister and held on. Big kill here for Cal to try and stay level. 4:48. If the USC Trojans do score, it is going to stay 5-on-4 until the full 5 minutes have been killed. As USC wins the draw, Hubner down low off the stick of Beggart. Newman able to give it back to him. Tries to go back down low for Newman. USC sets up the power play to the far side. Dana back down low to Newman. Looking for Beggart in front. Instead finds Dana. Getting a piece of it was McAllister. Down low now Newman. Off his stick. Picking it up now Pelletier. He can't clear the zone though. Puck bounces into the slot. Cal's going to get a stick to it first. Is wheeling around and sending it all the way down, but only just outside the blue line. It was gathered by Hubner. USC offside. Allows Cal to send it all the way down. 4:05 remaining in the major penalty. As they wait for the Trojans to bring it out. Pass to the near side through the feet of Beggart. It's a turnover. Cal was offside, but the puck quickly comes back out. So no whistle from the linesman. Jack Hubner trying to come through to Bears, didn't do so. USC wants a call. They're not going to get it for that one. As the team battles down low, USC trying to set up the power play once again. As it comes to the point, can't keep it in, was Liniger. Forces USC back out to neutral ice. Liniger gets the pass near side from Bell. Tries to go back to the far side. Schwartz will give it back. 3:25 remains in the major penalty. Over the far side, tapped along by Tabanji, but cleared by the Bears. 3:15 to go in the major penalties. USC will try once more. Pass to the far side. Bell looks for a center pass. Cut off. Here comes the Bears. Kyle Kelly with a drive. Caught the glass. Might have got a stick in front. Bears with a shorthanded opportunity now as Fook sends it down behind the net. Gathered by Schwartz for USC. Gives it to Tabanji. Back to Schwartz. Over to the far side now. Here's Beggart. That's Carter Radovan. Makes a nice move. Now through the neutral zone. Offensive zone now. 3 Cal Bears to deal with as he fires a backhand that's line. Didn't have a whole lot of strength on it either. Cal gets to it first here on the near side. They'll clear once more as halfway through the major penalty. USC still to find pay dirt here. The shot gets deflected right up in front of us here out of play. 11:48 remains in the period. 2:26 in the major penalty. As USC has gone through the first 2.5 minutes without the goal that would put them ahead. Lot on the line here in the second semifinal. We've seen a lot of good games. We have a false start here on Cal. So we'll reset again with time with 11:46 left. This time USC got the puck. Cal was trying to win it straight forward. Teams tie each other up in front of the blue line. USC still pushing them forward. Still battling. Finally squirts out to center ice. Picked up by Jack Dana. Down to the far side. Newman in front has Beggard. Had to kick it to his stick. A shot is saved by McAllister. And he'll hold on with 11:27 left. 2:04 on the penalty. Lot on the line, as I mentioned. The winner moves on to the championship game tomorrow afternoon at 1. They'll take on the University of Utah. Loser heads to play Washington in the morning at 10 a.m. Back underway as USC gathers the puck, trying to set up a pass. Takes a couple of deflections. USC back in control. Beggard in front, went through the feet of Newman and cleared out of the zone by Cal. Under 2 minutes now to go in the major penalty. Back is DeRoser. He'll give it back behind. Hubner playing catch back with DeRoser. Now chipped to the far side. Beggard now ahead. Dana could have been a 2-on-1, but the pass too far. And this is icing. The Cardinals send to the power play. The Trojans ice the puck. 1:33 left. It comes all the way back into the USC zone with only 93 seconds left in the major penalty. Both teams have been unable to capitalize on chances. USC's 0 for 4 on the power play. Cal's 0 for 2. USC will be 0 for 5 if they can't score in the next 90 seconds. Here comes USC 2-on-2. Beggard with Newman. He'll fire a shot. It's a blocker save for McAllister. Loose down low now. Beggard walking in. Looks for Dana here on the near side, but the pass off target. Now top of the point. Linegar back near side. USC sets up. Cross the ice pass. DeRoser comes behind the net. Trojans looking for something. They'll leave it for Newman in the corner. Floats a pass in front. Beggard had it hacked away from him. Went right to the rest of the Trojans. So it was Linegar behind. Now Newman has it. Top of the point, Dano fires a wrist shot. It's blocked in front by Kawasaki. Second attempt, backdoor. What a save by McAllister, unless that hit the side of the net. Pinballing all around the Cal Bears clear. Great, best chance of the night for USC. As they have only 30 seconds left. It looked like a sure goal for Beggard, but it was either denied or shot wide. We couldn't tell from our angle here. Jeff Linegar in the corner. Final 20 seconds in the major penalty. Tries to go backdoor again. That'll clear. And that'll do it for the major penalty. So the Bears dodge a 5-minute major penalty. Come out of it unscathed. Trojans almost turn it over. Able to still skate it forward. Still pinballing around. Penalty time now over. We're back to 5-on-5. So USC brings it in. Radovan centers a pass. Schwartz tries to go back to Radovan, but it's through his feet. As he had a chance to tap it home. USC with the momentum now. Here comes Cal trying to reverse it. But it's offside. It was number 4, Nico Picciuto on the far side that was offside. 9:06 to go. End-to-end action here in our semifinal. Still no score. So we're past the halfway point of the game. Defensive battle between these two California schools. Here comes USC. Looking in. Good hit at the center of the zone. As we're going to get a penalty on Cal for the late hit there. It's going to be on Picciuto. As he was the one that laid down the great hit, but he went too far. It's going to be interference, the call, and Cal again goes to the box. The third time this period with 8:50 remaining. It was a great hit on the first attempt, but that extra push after the Trojan trying to get up led to the interference call. So 8:50 remains. Penalty is to number 4, Nico Picciuto. It's 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 11:10 of the second. USC 0 for 5 on the power play. They've been close. Still no score here, though, in this semifinal. Puck takes a funny bounce off the stanchions. Keeps it in the zone. A shot rings off the near post. Another close call for Cal. Living on borrowed time right now due to the penalties. Beggard near side, lost it in his feet. He's being pressured by Kawasaki near side. Play down low. And we're going to go whistle as it's not sure what we got the whistle for, as it was tipped out of play. That's what we're going to get the whistle for him. Face-off will be here on the near side. We have 4:33 on the penalty here. So we have a little bit of time issues from the scorekeeping box. And that's caused the concern for the two benches. As the referee will try and alleviate the situation that's happening in the scorekeeper's box. 8:22 to go in the period. We have 133, I would assume, on the penalty. There says it's 4:32 on the bench, on the board. Refs just trying to figure it out. It's been a battle all day with the scoreboards here at the South Lake Tahoe Ice Arena. And it looks like we'll just have to once again play it by ear. This is the second time we're just going to have to trust the scorekeeper here. So 132 remains on the penalty. 8:22 left in the period. As you see the refs make their way back to the play. And ready to start once more. Trojans win the draw. Hubner keeps it in the zone. Plays with Newman here near side. Now top of the point. Comes center. Hubner back down low. Newman lets it go for Beggart. Reverses to the far side now. Tries to play down low for Newman. It didn't have a whole lot of weight on it. Cal gets a stick in the way, but USC back in control. Trojans passing. Down low is Newman. Looking for Dana. Walks in front now. Retreats to the corner. Back down low for Newman. Back top. Hubner across the ice. DeRoser's gonna just barely keep it in. As it's back down low for Beggart. Beggart walking in. Back down low for Newman. Looks for a lane. He tries a wraparound. McAllister makes the save. They dig at it. But the tender for Cal has it wrapped up. They'll hold on with only 45 seconds remaining in the penalty. 7:35 remaining in the period. So face off here on the near side. As Beggart goes against Bagley. It's won by the Trojans. They do keep it in. Hubner's shot went just wide. DeRoser pinches to keep it in. A short angle shot from DeRoser. That was high and wide. It sends USC all the way back into their own zone. Only 28 seconds remaining in the penalty. The Trojans break it out. Beggart to the far side, Dana. Dana holds at the hash marks, leaves it for Beggart. Has to weave through the forest of Cal sticks and couldn't do so. Poke to the corner. Final 10 seconds of the power play as Cal rings it around the boards. It's going to be kept in by the Trojans. Short angle shot is denied by McAllister. A diving poke check here on the near side, unsuccessful, but the penalty is over. We're back to full strength with under 7 minutes to go. Cal going to try and stay on with the box. They had the momentum in the first period. They've given it to USC here in the second due to the penalties. They've taken 3 here in the period to Cal's none. Center pass. Here comes a chance. A shot. It's saved. McAllister still loose underneath them. They jam it and they score! It's Nicholas Cho here on the near side as they hacked at it profusely, and the Trojans with the first goal of the night. They may give it to Foster. It looked like there was a couple of bodies in front. And the momentum that was built over the last 10 minutes finally pays dividends for USC. They take a 1-0 lead here in the semifinal. 6:23 remaining. So we'll give you the updated goal at the beginning of the third period as we'll go back and take a look at the stat sheet to figure out who ended up getting credit for. There was a couple of bodies that were hacking at it. So McAllister made the initial save. He just couldn't hold on to it, though. Cal looking for an answer now as they hold in the neutral zone. Pass here to the near side. Picciuto, nice center pass. Floats it on net. Blaustein with a late reaction, able to turn it aside. Puck loose in the corner. Trojans pick it up. trying to break it out of the zone. Can't do so, though. Cal upping up its pressure here. They keep it in the zone. Shot redirected through traffic, went wide. Now here to the nearest side. Still battling. Plays over to the far corner. Here now is Speed is Hubner. He's met by two Golden Bears, and the California team able to send it all the way in. There's another good check here on the nearest side as a pair of players tangled up. Battle down low. Cal's got it behind the net. Pass to the near side. Quick outlet pass went off the skate of a Trojan. Still down low in the corner. Another good check here on the near side. As it comes back in that near corner. Trojans just trying to send it up the boards and clear. Having a tough time with Cal's offense, though. We'll reverse it. Leong to the far side. A short angle shot. It's turned aside by Blaustein. Hops over a Cal stick, and now the Trojans do desperately get that clear out of the zone. They'll take the opportunity to make a short change. As here comes Cal. Cal looking for the home run pass. It's cut off by DeRoser. Back to Cal. Now they'll try near side. The pass a little too far. It's a nice center pass trying to find Fu was behind him. Now sent in front. Leone had a chance, but it was off of a USC skate. Cal keeps it in. Nice job play again by Leong. As he plays it down low, takes a bounce off the stanchion in front. A shot was found on. That was bouncing in front. That was Leong with a chance. Now here comes USC 3-on-3 the other way. Unable to get past the red line or the blue line though. It's a good poke check. Forces USC to send it all the way down. Coming up on 4 minutes to go here in the period. 1-0 the score. Here's a stretch pass. Walking in now is Kelly. He'll shoot and a pad save from Blaustein. Cal keeps it in. They'll chase after it. Under 4 minutes to go here. Cal looking for the equalizer. Up top now, holding back down low. They'll fire a shot through the blue paint. Had a man on the doorstep, but couldn't fire the trigger. And it's going to be a penalty on USC. As that'll be Travis Schwartz to the box for interference. Or no, excuse me, it'll be number 20. That'll be Jeff Liniger to the box. One of the two. Both of them are skating over towards that way. And it will be Liniger's penalty for that hold. As they had a man on the doorstep, couldn't find him without taking a penalty. So 3:38 remains in the period. USC takes its first penalty of the second period. Cal is 0 for 2 on the man advantage tonight. We'll have an opportunity to tie our game here. We wait for the penalty to get put up on the board. Cal wins the draw. D-to-D pass now played down low. Just past Kawasaki, stick down back in front. Kawasaki a backhand as Borisako, a shot that's saved by Blaustein. Cleared up the near boards but not out. Looking for the back door off a couple sticks. Finds his man in Leone. Finds the man back door. Trying to find Kawasaki. One too many passes for Cal. They set up again. Under a minute and a half now to go on the penalties. They walk into the slot. A shot saved Blaustein loose and covered. 3:07 left as now USC starting to lose some momentum. Cal trying to come back here and tie our game up before the period ends. So 3:07 remains in the period. 1:29 remaining in the penalty as the faceoff happens on the far side. Kawasaki wins it for Cal. As they set up the power play. Walking in is Leone. His shots, rings it off the post. Both goaltenders now with a post on each side. It's across the ice one time. Score! No, it's loose. It looked like it was good. No signal from the referee though. Second attempt, Blaustein, his shot is blocked in front and cleared by USC. How did that puck not go in? Morisako thought it was good. The referee never pointed. And a bullet dodge for the Trojans. Now again, here's Morisako walking in. Backhanded pass in front, cut off by Foster, and just over the outstretched arm of Leone, or excuse me, that's Gearing that's going back after it. It's Cal with a great opportunity. Morisako on the one time. I don't know how Blaustein got a piece of it. USC in front. McAllister had to make a save as that took a violent bounce off the backboard. Cal now sets up again. They have 22 seconds left to work with in this power play. They've come close twice now. Ringing a post and somehow not finding the back of the net on a one-time. Trying to walk in front was Kelly, but he had it poked away from him in the corner. Now he plays to the top of the point, Pachuto. Pachuto walking in, a wrist shot is deflected wide. Loose near side, gets the top of the glass and down all the way down. That does it for the power play. So no goal, but a lot of momentum built for Cal on that man advantage. It's USC now a 2-on-1 battle in the Cal zone. Picked up by the Bears. Pass near side, Kawasaki. First team all PAC-8 looking to even up the game as he tried to fire a shot. It was denied by Foster. Still loose down low though. Picked up by the forward. He holds in the corner. Back and forth. Trying to go to the top of the point. Finds his man. Walking in. A wrist shot is blocked in front. Still loose in the slot. Gabbing around. Picked up by USC. Knocked out though. Another wrist shot. This one goes all the way through traffic and wide. Final minute here of the second period. Battling on the far side, picked up by the Bears. A wrist shot, this one high off the glass. Picked up again near side, backhanded down low. And this time the Trojans forced to ice the puck. Won't make it though. And he's going back is Orcutt. Orcutt near side. Holding is Leong. Leong has pass off target. USC sends it back in. We're down to the final 30 seconds of the period here. Cal looking for an equalizer before the period ends. USC trying to double its lead. It's a pass across the ice. Comes to Newman. He'll turn around. He'll shoot. And it's saved by McAllister with 15 seconds to go in the period. So another fast-moving period between these two teams. Only one goal to show for it so far. And a great semifinal matchup. Cal able to win the draw. They chip it off the glass and gets out to neutral ice. Nice center pass. Breaks out Morisako. He was the one that just missed the goal a couple minutes ago. That'll do it for the second period as the horn sounds, and that's it. 40 minutes in the books. The Trojans get the lone goal as they'll skate to a 1-0 lead into the final period of the night. So stick around. Within 15 minutes, we'll have your second period stats, and we'll bring you the third and final period. Who's going to make it to the championship game? USC leads Cal by a score of 1-0 after 2 periods of play. You're watching the 2016 PAC-8 Championships here from South Lake Tahoe as we bring you semifinals of the PAC-8 tournament. All right, hockey fans, welcome back to South Lake Tahoe. As we get ready for our third and final period of the night between Cal and USC, a spot in the championship game tomorrow on the line as USC leads the Golden Bears by a score of 1-0 after 2 periods. Matt Coma joining here from South Lake Tahoe. We had a crazy no-goal call that was made late in that second period that went the wrong way for Cal. We went back and actually we saw the video review. It was a good call on the ice. Ended up hitting Jeremy Blaustein's knob with a stick off the crossbar and went down. It did not cross the goal line, so it was a good call on the ice for the no goal as we stay at 1-0 going into our third period. No penalties carry over into this period. The teams go back to their respective sides, so Cal will move left to right in the blue uniforms. USC in the white uniforms will move right to left. Shots in that period, it deadlocked at 10 apiece, so 19-22 in favor of Cal is the current standpoint as we stand right now. The goal did belong to Nick Cho for USC. He did get credit for the goal. It was an unassisted goal for USC. As we get ready to go, waiting for USC to line up at the faceoff circle. Who wants it more? Do the Bears have a comeback, or will the Trojans hold on and move on to the championship? We'll find out over the next 20 minutes. As Cal goes right off the bat, here's Morisako in front. The pass cut off and sent behind the net. Picked up by USC, running around the boards, kept in by Cal. Morisako was the culprit for that no-goal call in that second period as they send one in front through the blue paint harmlessly, though. It bounces out to Blaustein. He'll cover. And now we get a whistle with 19:31 left, a little bit late. But a whistle blown nonetheless. 19:31 remaining in our game. 1-0 is your score. The only goal belongs to Nicholas Cho. As we have the faceoff on the far side, Cal wins it. A shot for the point is gathered by Blaustein and held on again. We'll reset with 19:28 to go. Cho's goal is the first for him this in the tournament. As the shot from the point went wide this time from Cal. Pitching in is Leone. Or excuse me, that's Sherman. Sends it down low. Morisako holds for Cal. Brings it to the top of the point. Sent right back down. Caught off this time by Hubner. Tries to chip it up the boards. Morisako cuts it off. Teams digging after it. 2 Trojans, 1 Bear. Still battling. Finally, USC ices the puck. This will be icing on Cal. They have to race back after it for the delayed icing call. As they do get the whistle with 18:57 remaining in the period. 1-0 still the score. Cal looking for its first PAC-8 championship since 2004. It's been 12 years since the Bears have been to the final. USC, it's been a long time as well. It's been 5-6 years for the Trojans. Their last title was in the last decade, back in the 2000s. And in front, a shot is saved by Blaustein. That was a good chance in front for Bagley. Another face-off. Cal all over USC to start this third period. 18:40 remains in it. Teams over on the far side, poked away from, now battling into the corner. Top of the point, gathered by Leong. He'll fire a shot. It's saved by Blaustein. He lost sight of it. Falls harmlessly to the corner for USC. Cal now walking in. A backhand. It's turned aside by Blaustein again. Over the far side, Fu, top of the point. Coming in now is Kelly. McCabe trying to advance the puck. He turns it over. Kelly can't hold on to it either. It's just going back and forth. Now Foster has it. Battling with a Bear. Now near side helping out was Clayton, able to gain it all the way into the Cal zone for the first time tonight. Or in this period, I should mention. So we've gone 2 minutes so far. USC has to tag up on the delayed offside. They're forced to still wait. They finally do get onside. They send it into the corner. Taking a stumble in the corner was number 10. That's Alexander Orcutt, excuse me. Cal trying to break it out of the zone off a USC stick back to center ice. Puck back to a man on the ice. That was Katoma that had a chance to kind of bring that along because he was on his backside. He brought it onside. So here come the Trojans. They want to change. They'll gain the red line, sending it in. Back in the corner, Pelletier, no near side. Two Bears there in the corner. They send it all the way down. No icing as it goes off a USC stick. Back is Bell for USC. He's being pressured by Leone. As the Trojans now have it. Backhanded pass, bounces over to the far side. Kawasaki floats one towards the front of the cage, went behind the net. Over the far side, Leone had lost control of it. Comes out to the neutral zone, taken away though by the Bears. D-to-D pass, Pelletier tries to go back for Morisako. Puck bounces right out in front. CJ Gearing will pick it up for Cal. Gearing up the near side, trying to play it along for Morisako. Had it cut away from him. Now Pelletier, near side, touched along by Morisako, no icing. One-on-one battle down low. Hubner and Kawasaki as they're loose down low. Cal still looking to tie the game up here. Top of the point as his shot from Pelletier is blocked. USC breaks out the zone. They'll send it on net to McAllister. Oh, it almost went in. He tried to just sweep it away. It went through his feet and off the post. We saw an error like that in the Washington-Utah game, and it almost bit Cal's tender right there. 16:02 to go. The Bears dodge a bullet. It would have been tough to come back from two in this game. It's only seen one goal through 40 minutes. It hasn't been for the lack of trying. Both teams have had great opportunities. Just both goaltenders standing strong. Shots were 19-22 going into this period as a stretch pass breaks out a man. Leone on a breakaway. He's got one already tonight. He floats it back. Can't pass save from Blaustein. He tried to stuff it in on the short side, but getting a pad to it was the USC tender. Teams reset. Here's Hubner near side. Newman clears it out of the zone and sent right back in by Cal. They'll have to tag up on the delayed call. Cal keeps it in for a moment. Pass to the near side. Newman floats a pass in front. Trying to find Dana, was met by the Bears. Teams battling for it now to the far side. Picciuto tries to clear the zone. It's kept in by Radovan. Fires a backhand. It's well wide. Now picked up Bagley near side. Bears trying to get it out as Foog takes a spin. It takes a deflection off a couple of sticks. No one knows who it's on. It's on Cal. It was on USC, the high sticking call. So everybody just kind of waited to see who was going to touch it. Waved off as the Bears touch. Look for the stretch pass, a little too far for his intended mate. As the pass attempt off the boards goes into the USC bench, so it'll be a face-off in the USC zone with 14:45 to go in the game. 1-0 still your score. Blaustein with a huge save. Leone's had two breakaways now in this game. He's been denied both times. Face-off on the far side. Griffin goes against Schwartz for this draw. Griffin takes the tumble as the Trojans push it forward. Bradovan takes the check, sending it into the Cal zone. Jeffrey Long sends it up the far side. Trying to clear it up the boards. USC got in the way. Finally does get to center ice and sent all the way down after taking a couple more deflections. Pass up the near side. It's gathered by Griffin. Able to keep it in. Tried to play it to the corner. It was taken away by Schwartz though. USC into the off, or just past the red line. Is taking a stumble was Tabanji. USC in the middle of a change. They're forced back after Cal sends it all the way down. USC off the boards. No one there as the Trojans were in the middle of a change. Easy possession now for Cal. Center through everyone. This will be... No, it's going to be waved off as a shot. Just went wide. Cal beats out the delayed icing call. That hybrid icing, you got to get to the hash marks. He won that battle, but just fired it wide. Good hit on the near side. As Morisako and DeRoser got together. They only try to chip it in towards the front of the net. Comes back to USC. Up the far boards. Bell holding now, pinching is Gearing, still battling for it down low. Bell now 2-on-2 in the far corner. Comes in front, Leone steals it away, comes into the slot, backhand, rebound. Oh, it went off the side of the net. Morisako goes hard and then into the boards, and it's going to be a penalty on USC. Delay call, the shot from the point, tipped and out of play. We're 13:07 to go. It looked like Cal had the easy tap-in goal, but they hit it off the side of the net. It does lead to a penalty on number 17, that's Graham Bell. It's going to be a boarding call to the Trojans, so the Bears with a power play. They were very dangerous on the last man advantage they had in the second period. They still trail by 1. Cal 0 for 4 on the man advantage tonight. Both teams have not scored a power play goal tonight. USC 0 for 6, Cal 0 for 4. USC wins the draws. Coming ahead is Foster, has it hacked off his stick. Back to the Bears. Under 13 minutes to go in the semifinal. It's a 1-goal game. As the puck just goes off the stick of Foster, Cal's going to get to it in time. They try to set up the power play, but it's denied by the Trojans and sent down the ice. McAllister out to play it. Shovels it along for his teammates. Now Gearing tried to center a pass, went off of a USC stick. Regathered now by Kawasaki. He's been held in check so far tonight. He's the leading scorer for the Bears this season. As now a pass near side. Pacino to Kawasaki, goes in front now Leone. He's been dangerous tonight. Fires a wrist shot, it's blocked. Still loose, now batted behind the net. Leone trying to walk in front. He has to deal with a couple of USC Trojans in front. Comes top of the point, wheels around the circle, walking in front as a man, but the shot deflected, caught the post. As Morisako again in a dangerous position, can't find the back of the net. Under a minute left to go in the power play, under 12 in the game. Things heating up for both these teams. Cal just tried to tip it along, gets a turnover. Here comes Beggart. Beggart for USC, walking through 6 checks. He'll fire a backhand that just went wide. Good play. That's Carter Radovan, that made that opportunity happen for USC. So we're under 30 seconds to go in the power play. Here comes Bryce Morisako. Wrist shot on the ice, went wide. Cal keeps it in. Good steal from USC as Hubner rings it around the boards and just gets it past the Bears. That should do it for the power play. The Bears will have one last chance here to make a rush before the penalty ends. As the penalty now over, USC back to full strength is coming into the zone. A shot is blocked. Picked up by USC, chipped up the near boards. USC looking for an insurance goal as a good hit. Clears out that chance. That was Deschamps that had a chance at it, but a good check from Bagley denied the opportunity. USC still looking to pounce as they battle now in the corner. USC in control. Deschamps trying to go down low. Got through one defender, can't get through the second one. Now it's a 3-on-2 battle. Poked out to the top of the point. Cross ice is a shot from Foster is blocked. Springs out of Leone. Has 2 Trojans to deal with as the rest of the Bears change. Still hold on to the puck. Makes a nice move. Center in front. Has a man on the back door, but he couldn't put it home. It was Kawasaki. Puck takes a deflection. It's gathered by the Bears. Now Kawasaki with a shot. It's saved by Blaustein. He's been tremendous tonight. Shot from the point is blocked by the Trojans. Back to the Cal defense, though. They floated high in the air to the far corner. Looking for Kawasaki in front off of a USC skate. Another pass attempt denied by the Trojans and floated down the ice. This won't make it for icing. So we've reached the halfway point of the third period. USC in the middle of a change. Morisako will race after it. He's got a ton of speed. DeRoser gets to it first, though. Kawasaki, top of the point, Gearing. Walking in, a shot! Took a redirection over here on the near side, went off the side of the net. USC ices the puck. This will be icing if it makes it, and it will, with 9:20 remaining here in the third. Things starting to amp up between these two teams. This is one of the tighter games we've seen all weekend. And a lot at stake as winner moves on to play Utah in the championship. Loser will have to play in the third place game against Washington tomorrow morning. Trojans win the draw. DeRoser back. Brings it over the far side. Bears got to it first, but they couldn't hold on to the puck. Here come the Trojans. Ahead, Carter Radovan. Got two Bears to deal with. He stumps as he couldn't get to it. Turnover in the Cal zone. Radovan in front and a man, but off of his stick. Now walking forward is Sherman. Sherman to the far side, takes a bounce off the boards. Cal with numbers 3-on-3 the other way. Trying to weave through two defenders. Good play from USC to poke that away. That was Tabanji and DeRoser teaming up for that last stop. Trojans will send it all the way down. This is not going to go for icing. Took a deflection. Allows both teams to make some changes. 8.5 minutes to go in the game. 1-0 your score. Chipped up the near side. Past the stick of Gadbois. Now he gets run into the boards. Good check. Battling down low. Beggar tries to clear. It's only down low. Leone sends it in front. Cut off by Newman. He will ice the puck. Will get on net to McAllister. It goes wide, and that's icing on USC. 8:05 now in this game. Everything's starting to amp up a little bit in a one-goal hockey game. Cal still trails. A lone goal is a Nicholas Cho goal in the second period. An unassisted even strength goal and made it 1-0. Cal tries to keep it in. They do, but it takes a deflection as they try to send it all the way down into the zone. Cal forced to regroup. Near side pass, stolen away. Good play by Jack Dana to send it down low. Bears bringing up the boards. Dana cuts it off. Now sent in front. Newman one time. Didn't have a whole lot on it. Breaks out the Bears. On the near side, Morisako, toe drag, shot turned aside by Blaustein. Now on the far side, it's blocked by his own man in front. Leone going to try and stuff it on the far side, but another pad save shuts the door. Over on the far side, takes a bounce off the stick, now it breaks out. Here comes Phil Foster on a breakaway. USC, he gets tripped up, he goes hard into McAllister, the puck stays out. This should be a penalty shot, but it's just going to be a tripping call from the referees there. So it looked like it was going to be a penalty shot, but it's just a tripping call to the Bears. They dodge a bullet there. 7:12 remains. And a power play here for USC to try and ice this game. USC wants to know why it wasn't, but it's the 2 minutes on the board. It's to Bryce Morisako. It's 2 minutes for tripping. Face-off will be down here on the near side. Big kill here for the Bears if they want to stay in it, and a huge power play for the Trojans to try and ice it and move on. Puck stays in the zone off the draw. Redirection, McAllister shot, but it scores! David Beggard on the rebound. It's a power play goal, and it's 2-0 USC. McAllister with the pad save, but Beggard, right place, right time. And that's going to be his first goal of the tournament, and it's a big one as it's a 2-goal lead now for USC. Here with 7:05 to go. USC trying to get a rematch with Utah tomorrow afternoon. Trojans were in Salt Lake City a couple of weeks ago. A 13-1 and 8-2 wins for Utah. As the puck goes to the far side, USC keeping up the pressure. As now the end is in sight. Under 7 minutes to go. Cal's going to need to hurry if they want to get back in, and they need a goal here and soon. Good play by DeRoser to cut the pass off. Morisako pushes forward. He is the Trojans send it out of the playing area. We'll have a stoppage play with 6:31 remaining in the game. As we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. 2-1 your score, or 2-0 your score, excuse me. USC on top. David Beggart and Nicholas Cho, the goal scorers for USC. Power play goal, a huge difference here late in the third. USC with a wholesale change after they weren't able to on the puck leaving out of the zone. Here's a turnover, but the Cal Bears break it out. Trying to race after it was Morisako. Getting to it first was McCabe, though. Couple of hacks. Clayton to the far side. Nathan Chang sends it up the boards. And it goes out of play into the USC bench. 6:02 remains. As the semifinals of the PAC-8 tournament are coming to a close here. Will we see a Utah-USC final, or do the Cal Bears have one last push in them? Who's got the strength to move to the final? We have a false start on the faceoff as both centers crushed a little early. USC off the draw. Here's Foster. Drew the penalty that gave the Trojans the power play goal just a couple of minutes ago. Redirected a couple times through traffic. Picked up by Cal. Ahead Nico Pachuto. Weaving through traffic. Has it in the slot. Dan has to get through stick checks as he throws the shot. That's wide of the frame. Top of the point. A shot. Redirection. Score! Travis Sherman from the top of the point. It took a redirection off a USC stick, and it gets past Blaustein, and it's a one-goal game with 5:31 to go. It was looking wide, but it took a big deflection off of a stick and floated into the far side of the net. It should be Sherman's goal, and that'll be his first of the tournament if it's so. First goal for Cal this weekend, as well as the ability to cut it to a one-goal game again. 5.5 to go. USC in their own zone. DeRoser behind the net. Now the power play goal even bigger for USC, as that's the only thing that's keeping them ahead. Newman a shot. It's caught by McAllister and held on with 5:08 remaining. 2-1 your score here in the semifinal. USC with a goal in the second period to make it 1-0. They got a power play goal a couple minutes ago to make it 2-0. Cal has answered back with one of their own. Cal behind the net. Turns it over. USC shot through traffic, went just wide. Bagger keeps it in. Had the goal that's got USC ahead right now. Puck goes off the back of the net. Cal having trouble breaking it out of the zone at this point. USC doing a good job on the forecheck. Pass goes off of a USC skate. Bounces right back to the Bears though. Walking in, stumbling as he was trying to pull it along was Orcutt. Now Leone has Morisako posting up in front. Instead wheels around the zone. Still wheeling around. Leone going around the world here, finally stops as he takes a check from Huber, plays it for Morisako. Top of the point, Bears in the middle of a change. They just barely keep that onside. All for nothing though as USC brings it out. Huebner, or excuse me, that is Huebner. Gets it only to the blue line. Cal ahead. Turnover though. Here come the Trojans. Beggar looking for his second. Oh, for a wrist shot. It's saved by McAllister. 4:05 left. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the semifinal. Here in the PAC-8 tournament. So we're down to the wire between these two California schools. Bragging rights on the line for these two as well, as the winner of this game will take the season series between these two teams. They split 2 apiece, both teams winning on their respective home rinks. A neutral site game to decide the series. As Cal chips in along. USC back after it. Bell with time in his own zone. Retreats all the way back. Almost a power play breakout here for the Trojans as they're trying to just kill as much time as they can, rather than trying to give it back to a 2-goal lead. McAllister sweeps it away. Picked up, though, by the Trojans. Zabar down low, stolen away by the Bears. 3.5 to go. It's chipped up the boards. Picking it up and bringing it forward is John Fu. He sends it in the far corner. We'll keep an eye on McAllister and see when the Bears will decide to pull him. As the puck takes a deflection off the USC skate, it's going to be no icing as McAllister came out of the crease. It wasn't going to matter anyways. Radovan would be the first one to it. As the Cal Bears sending it around to the far side. Tipped along, now moving forward. Steve Bagley just gains the red line. Cal wants a change. 3 minutes to go in this game. USC still holds a 1-goal lead. Up the near boards, chipped along, has Corey Newman. 2-on-1 coming in. Good stick check from the Bears, clears it out. Good defensive play. Now it's another opportunity. 4-on-2 the other way. Morisako looking for something in front. Good defensive play from DeRoser. Blocks the pass. Kawasaki in front, fires a backhand. It's well wide of any target. Forces Cal back into their own zone. Under 2.5 now to go here in the game. Near side, Kawasaki tried to sidestep DeRoser. He does keep it in the zone. Floats it all the way down. Hubner races after, gets to it in time. Over the far side, Leone, top of the point. Shot through traffic. It's loose on the doorstep. Blaustein just gets a glove on it and holds on with 2:12 remaining. It was sitting in front, and it's going to be a timeout here for Cal to talk things over with 2:12. It's going to be an offensive draw for the Bears. When we return for this timeout, they have 60 seconds to try and figure out a play here. We'll see if McAllister will return to the net for the Bears here. It's been a great semifinal between these two teams. Down to crunch time. USC and also in a nail-biter. They had to weather the storm against the Washington State Cougars yesterday. They had to come from behind several times in that game yesterday to get a 6-4 win just to get to this semifinal game. Now they hold the lead, trying to protect it. An empty net goal was the difference last night for the Trojans. The Bears trying to avoid an early exit here. Their first game of the tournament, they got a bye thanks to the #1 seed. Taking on this USC squad. It's a great game here to finish off Saturday night. We'll be back Sunday morning with the third place game at 10 a.m. Pacific time. It'll be the Washington Huskies against the loser of this semifinal. All leading up to the PAC-8 championship game at 1 o'clock Pacific time, where the Utes will look for their second PAC-8 championship in as many years, and will take on the winner of this game. So McAllister will head back to his net. The Bears have an offensive draw against the Trojans to try and tie this game up. So 5-on-5 here with 2:12 to go. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on McAllister to see when Jeff Sluzars will try to pull him. As we wait for a whistle, the referee chatting with the USC goaltender. And we're ready to go. Trojans win the draw, but it's right to Blaustein. He'll cover with 2:10. 2 seconds roll off the clock. We'll reset again here near side. This time, Cal keeps it in. Leone will go after it. Racing up the near side. Newman tries to poke it out of the zone. It's kept in by Cal. McAllister keeps looking at the bench, waiting to see when it's time to go. And a shot is saved by Blaustein, will cover. This time with 1:55 left. Faceoff will be on the far side this time. This draw won by the Trojans. Shaq Hubner back. Brings around the boards. Morisako had a chance to cut it off, but he fanned on it. Open opportunity for the Trojans. Newman can't glove down the pass. Picked up by the Bears. Morisako lost it at his feet. And the Bears forced all the way back into their zone. Minute 35 remaining in the game. USC with another turnover. Battling at the blue line. It's whistled offside. With 90 seconds exactly remaining in the game. The entire Cal bench is up. The USC bench is all sitting down. We'll have a face-off right in front of the Cal bench there. 1 goal game, 90 seconds to play. Both tenders are still in the net. This will be about the time that the Bears would like to pull their tender. Unable to do so as they're caught in their own zone. Here's up the far side, Leong. It stays onside. Good play by the Trojans to keep it in. But now here's a turnover. Pushed ahead too far for Fu. He'll race after it. McAllister waiting to come to the box. Here he comes. Empty net. This comes in front. As we have an empty net for Cal. 1 minute to go in the semifinal. USC trying to move on. Kept in the zone by Calvo. Down low, sent around the boards. Racing after it near side will be Orcutt. Trying to keep it in. They do just barely. As Leon couldn't keep it in for long though. Just cleared out of the zone by the Trojans. They'll have to reset the Bears. USC in the middle of change. Breaks out Leone. He's got a step pass. He gets dragged down. It'll be a penalty on the Trojans here. Delayed call. They already have the goalie pulled. It's a delayed call until USC touches it. They do. Still battling. Now they finally touch with 25 seconds to go. And it'll be a penalty on the Trojans. And it'll be a crazy final 25 seconds here. That's a cross-checking call, and it's to number 20. That's Jeff Liniger. So 6-on-4 for the final 25 seconds here. Cal trying to force overtime. USC trying to get to the final. We'll find out. Face-off will be on the far circle as we're waiting for the penalty to get put up on the board. USC is going to take this opportunity to call timeout, as expected they would. A crazy finish here. So it'll be a 6-on-4 power play for Cal, and with 25 seconds left, the face-off is on the far circle in the USC zone. There's the cross-checking call. You see the Bears over on the far side. See the Trojans on the right side as well. Both teams have now utilized their timeouts. They won't be able to do so if we do need extra time to decide this game. Now their team will have the timeout to use. So 6-on-4 here. The Trojans trying to get back to the championship game since their last title. Cal trying to force overtime. 25 seconds to go, 6-on-4. Teams tie up each other at center ice. It's brought in the front. Leone's shot saved. Blaustein jammed in front. Cleared by the Trojans, but it's blown dead. USC thought they had the game won, but the referee blows it dead as the net came off. The face-off will come outside the zone with 18 seconds left. It was a madhouse in front. As Blaustein made the save, Cal knocked the net off, so it's a face-off outside the zone. We're still 6-on-4 here. Trojans trying to win it straight forward. This time, Cal cuts it off. They're trying here on the near side. USC 10 seconds away from the final. Here comes a cross the ice shot. Goes wide. It won't matter. And that'll do it. The Trojans, they try to put in the empty net. They do as the horn sounds. And that'll be it for this one. We'll see if the goal will count, but it doesn't matter. The Trojans win semifinal number 2. They advance to the PAC-8 championship game and take on the Utah Utes tomorrow afternoon. A great way to finish off day 2 of the PAC-8 tournament. A hard-fought battle between these two teams. The Trojans get 2 wins to advance to the championship game. For Cal, it's a trip to the 3rd place game against the Washington Huskies. And what's sure to be a good game between those two teams. Teams meet at center ice. For handshakes, a great finish between these two teams. USC in the title game for the first time since 2010 when they won the championship. They'll take on Utah tomorrow. So 3-1 is the final score. They do give the final goal to Beggert. As they move on, they'll take on the Utes tomorrow afternoon in a great semifinal here from South Lake Tahoe. So a thrilling finish concludes day 2 here at the PAC-8 Championships. We'll be back again bright and early tomorrow morning for the third place game and the championship. It all starts at 10 a.m. as the California Golden Bears take on the Washington Huskies. That game will be at 10 a.m. Pacific time, followed by the PAC-8 Championship game featuring the Utes and the Trojans. 3-1 the final score here from South Lake Tahoe as the USC Trojans advance to the title game for the first time since 2010. They take on Utah tomorrow. 3-1 the final. We want to thank everybody for joining us for tonight's broadcast. We'll be back in the morning with the consolation and championship games for everybody here with the PAC-8. For Josh Hafley, our cameraman, I'm Matt Coma. We'll see you again bright and early for the third place game between California and Washington. And of course for the title game between USC and Utah. 3-1 the score, USC victorious. You've been watching the PAC-8 Championships here from South Lake Tahoe, California. Have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.